Disney is on a woke path to ruin. Even Snow White's actress hates her own story. Karol Markowicz wrote that, and she joins me now. Karol, it seems to be catching up not only with their customer base, but also with investors, because it is on a bad run right now, Disney.
Yeah, that's right. I mean, they've lost 500 million in the most recent quarter. Their stock is at, basically an all-time low. And I think that they don't care. I think that Disney has decided that it's going to push an ideological viewpoint and their profits be damned. I don't know what their stockholders think of that, but that's what I think is going on within the company. They've been ideologically captured and they have an agenda to push and they're going to push it. And what I think is happening with this latest Snow White story is that they finally have also angered the Disney super fan, the fan who always loved the Snow White story and the Cinderella and the Sleeping Beauty and the rest of them, is now being told that they're a sexist ogre for enjoying those tales. And fans don't like that. So even the people that were willing to overlook the woke nonsense and all the ideological pushes are thinking, wow, Disney hates their own stories now.
Yeah.
Why am I here?
People love their Seven Dwarfs, and they've been written out of the story. I mean, and yet most people who love Disney, they have kept the DVDs from when they were kids and have been showing it to their kids, and we're hoping that the new stuff that they came out with would sort of mirror that. Instead, they go in exactly the opposite direction. I want to give you a chance to respond to another story. Randi Weingarten went after Ron DeSantis. Weingarten, of course, is the teachers union president. She wrote, quote, DeSantis has been a disaster on education. They are banning history. They're banning books, banning AP Psych, and have a terrible teacher shortage. Nobody should be taking advice from him on schools. Well, Karol, you live in Florida, partly because of what the Weingarten way of teaching was providing or not providing your own children.
That's right. Let's remember why Randi Weingarten hates Governor DeSantis so much. It's because he defied her and opened schools during the pandemic. And it wasn't just school year 2020. She tried to get schools closed in Florida for school year 2021. So, I think that her lies, her absolute lies, because none of that is banned in Florida, is based on her not having control. And if Republicans were smart, and that's a big if, they would hold her accountable by pressuring Democrats to sever their relationships with her. There she is posing with President Biden as if she didn't just destroy an educational year for millions of children. So I think Republicans should really decide what they want to do here, and they need to go strong against her. They should look to Governor DeSantis for some lessons.
So much of it comes down to money, and there were so many billions of dollars that didn't directly go in her pocket or in the pockets of the teachers union, but indirectly did. And you're shaking your head. Some people wonder where the money did actually go, because some of it you can't keep track of. Is there any way, because Republicans do hold the House of Congress right now, that couldn't they hold back on some of that funding as long as the teachers union is involved?
Well, you'd think, right? And the Republicans have never done anything about the fact that these teachers unions demand dues from their members and then donate 99.9% of those dues to Democrats. It's basically a money funneling operation that the teachers unions are running. And again, if Republicans were stronger, they would fight back on this. The teachers unions are wildly unpopular because of this kind of stuff. Parents know that they're pushing ideology.
Karol,
they know.
We got to leave it at that. I'm afraid we've run out of time. Great to see you. Karol Markowicz, thank you very much.